of moments in parenting is listening to the bubbling and cooing sounds made by the babies. And after 12 months, make an attempt to say a complete word with ease.
We love places like this that help kids with disabilities learn what they can do and learn what their gifts are so that they can use their gifts in society.
It has been a long journey. I came to know that he has a challenge when he was 7 years old.
Dyslexia is a specific learning.
But for a parent with a dyslexic child, it has never been the same. For them, it's another cost they bear as they need to go out of the normal education learning system. Dyslexia is a learning disorder that affects your ability to read, spell, write, and speak in the normal way. Nancy Muni, the director at Regime School and co-founder of Dyslexic Organization of Kenya, gives an explanation of what dyslexia is.
Dyslexia is a specific learning difficulty for children who have difficulty in learning, specifically in reading, writing, and spelling. Yes, so a child with dyslexia may not be able to pick him or out in public. You'll always know that they have a challenge when you interact with them in class. So that is their challenge. Some have difficulty in speech and language, some have difficulty in information processing, but the main thing that you may discover that they have dyslexia or have, the key is when they have difficulty in reading, spelling and writing, but the intellect is average or above average.
Dyslexic people see the letters and words just as an ordinary person. But since it's caused by a neurological processing problem, people with it have a problem not in saying, but manipulating the words. For example, if given a word like fantastic, a dyslexic kid will break the word into parts to read it. Rosenjue is the mother of a dyslexic child, Emmanuel, who is 22 years old. She discovered her son was different from other peers when he was 7 years old.
It has been a long journey. I came to know that he has a challenge when he was 7 years old because he was not able to do good in class. We were living in a flat, so I could see other children doing very well in class. But to him, he could not write his name. He was not, the speech was very few, so I just thought that he had this stammering. That's what I used. The teacher told me that he cannot write his name. A, B, C, D was a problem. 1 to 10 was a problem. And so when he was 7 years, I decided to take him to a hospital. And I took him to the hospital. And when the doctor asked what's the problem, I told him, I want you to treat him, that he may be able to talk, write his name, and to run.
Dyslexia has been for ages linked with autism, and some people get it hard to differentiate the two. But according to Nancy Muni, a big difference lies between autism and dyslexia.
Dyslexia do not have behavior difficult or something that you can see through their behavior, but autistic is a behavior was difficult, where the child has difficulty with interacting, does not have eye contact, and some may have speech and language delay, and that does not mean that they are not hearing. They have some. They are oversensitive, and sometimes they are oversensitive. There's oversensitivity is about what they hear and how they are able to perceive information and the sound to be able to differentiate. So most of the time you see a child with autism closing their ears, and because the noise is overload, it's so high that they are not able to level it, such that they are not able to, everything is getting through their brain. So that's why they try to close their ears. So for a child with dyslexia will not have such kind of behavior. Children with dyslexia will interact. Children with autism, they do not interact with their peers. They like to play alone, and they also they have repetitive behavior. A child with dyslexia does not have repetitive behavior. As I said before, a child with dyslexia will only show they have difficulty when it comes to interaction in reading, writing, and spelling.
Dyslexic children have different form of learning compared to the normal kids. And also the teachers have special programs for them that are strategically planned.
We use a program called differentiation and accommodation, where a teacher when he or she is planning, you plan with a child in mind. You don't just plan for all the children. You have to do specific planning so that when you are attending to the child, you attend to a child, not to a whole class. Sometimes we group them according to their ability, and so the teacher will attend to a group. A group can be a group of 2, can be a group of 3, or can even be a group of 1, depending on your ability. Children with speech and language, the teacher should sit in front and make sure that the child is looking at you. So that one is a very strong case where the child is able to see how the teacher is working and what the teacher is doing, and what reading the face, especially now if they have difficulty in hearing, because we have quite a number of them with hard of hearing. Yeah.
Mark Wallace is an executive member at Christian Horizon Organization, a Canadian-based organization that works hand in hand with institutions that support disabled children.
They're the ones that are here working every day. So we just did a very small project to encourage them so that they could, continue the good work.
They have equipped Regime Talent School with different learning equipment, like computers and other softwares.
They use them for different. We were just in there. They were learning to do Excel spreadsheets, to do some formulas and mathematics on them. I've been there visiting when they're listening to audiobooks for those who are slow readers. So just small ways to help out.
Creating awareness of a disability to the community is very essential, and help the society to understand more and embrace people with disabilities. Wafula is a co-partner at Christian Horizon Organization, and he tells how this is crucial in the world today.
We use the church as our main link for us to be able to connect to the communities and bring out the awareness about the people living with disability. Like in Kenya, which is estimated about 15% of people have disability. 15% of about 50 million is a very large population. But because of most entities, maybe lack of knowledge, we have not been able to create an environment where all these people can feel embraced and loved.
The Kenyan education sector switched from 844 system to CBC system, and for the Dyslexia Regime Talent School, they are very confident that they'll fit in the system.
Right, because what the CBC is doing, we started doing it before, because we do more of projects, like you have seen when we are doing the money business and the trade. We are using the real money, and we are doing the real materials. So what the CBC is doing is just like it confirmed what we were doing. So even in terms of registration of the exam and everything else, we did before what the CBC is doing, working with projects, involving the children hard to work, and wanting to make sure that a child has what the child has started as a project, it has finished. So we don't do it as a halfway. The project has to start, and it is a planned project that the child and the teacher will plan and see it through.
I accepted the situation. It has been a situation to live with, and I thank God because I have seen the victory of God. I believe He will do marvelous. He will do even wonders, because right now He has done His KCSE He's saying that he is thinking about his future. Hiyo ni kitu moja inanifurahisha. I am thinking about my future. Hiyo ni kitu moja singepata kama sikupeleka shule. Sasa naipata.
Disability doesn't mean there's no ability. It just means a person has different abilities and might have some barriers that need to be overcome in order to get there, but that our society will not be whole until everyone is included and everyone's gifts are used. So this is one way to nurture those gifts. Everybody speaks, not everybody uses words. So it's a matter of trying to find out the best way that this person communicates. Everybody has something to say, and we want to find the right way to unlock what they're trying to say.
The dyslexic children are also talented, passionate, ambitious, and have dreams to be one of the greatest in the world. Just like other dyslexic great minds, likes of famous Hollywood actor Tom Cruise, Italian artist Leonardo da Vinci, legendary boxer Muhammad Ali, and famous scientist Albert Einstein.
Anataka awekewe biashara ya car wash na kinyozi yenye kabisa inapelekana na ability yake. So I know we are heading somewhere, and soon and very soon I know he will be a mighty man of valor, doing wonders like any other man.
Kucheza football na kukimbia na drive.
People with disabilities belong to communities where their God-given gifts are valued and respected. So we love places like this that help kids with disabilities learn what they can do and learn what their gifts are so that they can use their gifts in society.
Richard Bronson said, being dyslexic can actually help in the outside world. I see some things clearer than other people do because I have to simplify things to help me, and that has helped others.